So today let us take the next sloka. Samankaya shirogrivam dharayam achalam sthirah sampreksha nasikagram samdishascha navalokanam prashantatma vikatavir brahmachari vrate sthitah manas samyamya machitto yukta asita matparah. So samankaya shirogrivam dharayam achalam sthirah sampreksha nasikagram samdishascha anavalokanam prashantatma vigatabir brahmachari vrate sthitah manas samyamya chitta yukta asita matparah. So here Lord Krishna is saying how to sit in meditation. Holding the trunk, head, neck straight and steady, remaining firm and fixing the gaze on the tip of his nose without looking in another directions. Firm in the vow of complete chastity and fearlessness, keeping himself perfectly calm and with the mind held in restraint and fixed on me, the vigilant yogi should sit absorbed in me. So here, how to sit before at the time of meditation, Lord Krishna is saying. So samankaya shirogrivam dharayam achalam sthiraha. So we should sit erectly and in such a way that this body, neck, and this head there should be straight. Achalam, it means we are not supposed to move. We have to sit constantly. Sthiraha, that asana, that is called sthira sukhamasanam, we discussed. So constant, fixed, just like a wall. It means there should not be any movement. And same time, here we have to, here he is saying, Lord Krishna is saying, we have to focus our sight or drishti or mind on the tip of this nose. For some people it is not possible, that we discuss. And without looking the directions here and there, it means we are introspecting. So the focus should be on the deity or the Atman. So there only we have to keep our mind. And there is no scope, no question of hearing, looking here and there. And here in the process of meditation, why should we sit straight? The question comes. So when we sit straight, at the time of meditation, we do meditation seriously, the Kundalini Shakti energy, it awakens. So when you sit straight, if we sit straight, the awakened Kundalini Shakti, it starts raising from Mooladhara, different chakras that pass through and reach this Brahmadanda or Sahasrara. So to move freely in upward direction, we have to sit straight. So if there is any bend, there is some obstruction in this passage of this the Kundalini Shakti when it comes up. So that is why we have to sit straight. That is the condition. And we know that we have 72,000 nadis. And these nadis are yoga nadis, we call, and not physical nadis. And this Kundalini, it is a potential energy, a vital energy that is present in the human being. So it is Kundalini. In other sense, it is called as the coiled serpent. So in that form, it is that potential energy is in coiled form. That serpent, if it is coiled, if you imagine in such a way, this Kundalini energy, that potential energy, is like that only. It means it is in dormant condition. So when we do meditation seriously, and this Kundalini, this Shakti, this energy awakens. The dormant, now it is awakened. Just like other day said, seed. And in market we can get some seeds. They sell. They keep in the pocket. And nearly 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4, 5 months, or 6 months also it is there in the shop. And after 6 months, some people may purchase. And after opening that, cover, and we take out that seed. And when we put that seed in the soil, then immediately, it means by giving suitable atmosphere, it means watering, and when sunlight falls on that, and it starts sprouting. It doesn't mean that when it was in seed form, it means before keeping the soil, life was there. It means in that small seed, roots are there, leaves are there, stem, and everything is there, but in dormant condition. So when we keep in the soil and we pour water, then it awakens. That dormant condition, now it becomes awakened. It means it starts sprouting. But earlier also it was the same seed, but after this creating atmosphere, and there is a Chaitanya, it starts sprouting. In the same way, each and every human being, that Kundalini Shakti is there, just like a seed, not sown seed, dormant condition. But when you start doing meditation seriously, it awakens. So we have, just now I said, 72,000 nadis. And out of that, 3 are important. Ida, Pingala, and Sushumna. These are 3 nadis. And out of these 3, Sushumna is the chief of this, chief one. So in most of the people, Ida and Pingala is awakening condition. But Sushumna in the dormant stage. The state is like that. So when you start meditation, and this Sushumna, that it passes through it, rises, awakens, and we have the Brahma Nadi, a way. So through that, what you call, they are called Yoga Nadi, and a Brahma Danda is there. It means it is this Muladhara. We have 6 chakras that we know, that Muladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipura, Anahata, Vishuddha, Agna, and Sahasra. These are the 6 chakras we call energy centers. So when Kundalini awakens and it rises from Muladhara and pass through and reaches different chakras. So when it reaches different chakras and we feel some changes in our attitude, way of thinking, it means a spiritual change comes. Spiritually, we feel some changes in our outlook, in our way of life, our thinking, our attitude, and so many changes comes. So to awaken that Kundalini, to pass that Kundalini freely, and we have to sit erectly. So that is the point. And we have uh, the spinal cord, the base of the spinal cord, this Mooladhara is there, that energy center, Mooladhara chakra. And above that is Swadhisthana. And the navel place, Manipura. And the heart, the spiritual heart, we say, just in the chest, in the middle, if you see, we have one pit, just above 1 inch of that pit, and just the right side, that Anahata chakra that is there. And then in this neck region, Vishuddha chakra is there. And this is this Agna, the eyebrows, where between these eyebrows, and we have this Agna chakra. This is called Trikuti. This is called as Trikuti. And here we have this Agna chakra. And here we have Sahasrara. So when the Kundalini awakens, then it rises from through, they pass through to Brahmarandra is there, a tube-like structure, and touching each what we call these spiritual centers. And but from Anahata, actual spiritual center, Mooladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipura, and these three centers are awakened condition only in all human beings. It means all instincts, animalistic instincts, and natural desires, and all common to all. So, but when Kundalini start reaching this Anahata, so from there we experience some changes in our spiritual life. And there is a control over nature call, even urination, that also comes. And we can cope up what you call this hunger. When sometimes, without eating food off day or even till evening, it means it doesn't affect us. It means that state comes. And there is a change in the voice. Harshness is not there, and a soothing voice, and a pleasant voice, and a spiritual love and affection, and even thirst. Generally, we can cope up that also without taking water. Also, even morning to evening, we can cope up that situation. It means there are some physical changes, and spiritually also, and a kind of fearlessness and inner peace, and these are all changes comes when that Kundalini start reaching, passing through these different three centers and reaches this Anahata. Then when it reaches, then again it comes up and it reaches Vishuddha, then Agna. So ultimately when it reaches the Sahasra, that is nothing but Samadhi. That experience comes. So for that purpose only, Lord Krishna, here he said, Samankai Shiro Krivam, Dharayam Achalam Sthiraha. We have to sit straight. So then only it is easy to, pass through this Brahmanadi. So that is why we have to sit straight. And here Lord Krishna says, and here he said, fixing the gaze on the tip of the nose, we have to keep, it means just when it is possible, off closed eyes only. So in order to gaze the tip of this nose, and we have to just off close our eyes, then only it is possible. So what the actual meaning of this is means, we should be neither closed completely nor opened eyes. It means off closed. It means there is no possibility of called drowsiness. Of course, that is also another benefit of that. Of course, if we practice and nothing happens if we by closing our eyes, it also good. But tip of the nose for most of the people, we get a kind of pain, a kind of not drowsiness, but a giddiness type. Such a feeling comes for from some people. It is not possible. In present, of course, this age, as per this food and the prevailing conditions, and Sri Ramakrishna says that better to keep our mind, focus our mind on the anahata. That is good, he says, Sri Ramakrishna. So in Sri Ramakrishna cult, they suggest while giving the initiation to keep to focus on anahata chakra. It means it is a very what you call soothing, and it is safe and easy to control our mind. And that anahata chakra, and with 8 petals, no, it is in the form of petal, symbolic form, with 8 petals, and we have to think. And so while doing meditation, we have to focus our mind on that instead of the tip of the nose, and this heart is very useful. And we have to keep focus our mind, or we can say gazing at that place, anahata chakra. And it is a lotus, 8 petals, lotus fully blossomed, and uh, so it is glorious and flourishing. So like that, we have to imagine, we have to focus mind on that. So it is suitable, very suitable for this now present situation. It means last sloka, Lord Krishna says, Yuktahara viharasya yukta chestas karmasu yukta swapna bodhasya. So everything should be moderate, all aspects. So sometimes it is not possible uh, unless and until we are that much serious. And sometimes situations also not that much suitable for all the sadhakas. So uh, it is better to focus our mind on that anahata chakra. So Sri Ramakrishna tells the same, and that is the thing. Next, and here Lord Krishna saying, Anavalokana means we are not supposed to see here and there. Of course, here the very purpose of our meditation is introspection, or focusing our mind on the though anahata chakra, but again on the deity or the Atman. And better uh, to keep our mind on the deity. It is very, very, very useful. It is easy to control. So we have faith on him, that the deity, home deity, otherwise the Ishta. So we like more, and there is more affection and more love, and it is easily we can recollect that figure, that picture, when you close our eyes. So uh, that is also we have to club that. So anahata chakra and the deity, and both if you club together. And in addition to that, and we have to take the name while receiving that initiation. At the time of initiation, mantra we get. So uh, three things should be done at a time. So focusing our mind on anahata chakra, and it means our eyes closed, but our mind is looking or focusing at anahata chakra. And in that anahata chakra, the lotus, in that lotus, the Ishta Devata, it is residing, and we are gazing at him, and same time repetition of that mantra. So both rupa, nama rupa dhyana, we call it as. It is easy uh, for all, most of the people. It is nama rupa dhyana. It means that taking the name, the mantra, the powerful mantra, and same time looking at the Adhisthana Devata. We call it as the mantra Adhisthana Devata. For example, if the Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudeva, if it is, that is the mantra. The Adhisthana Devata is Vasudeva. Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Namah Shivaya, you say. So Lord Shiva is the Adhisthana Devata, the deity, Adhisthana deity we call it. So in Ramakrishna cult, mostly they give the mantra of Sri Ramakrishna. So this Adhisthana, the deity is Sri Ramakrishna. In some cases, Rama, Om Sri Ramaya Namaha. If you get that, then Adhisthana, the deity, that Devata is Lord Rama. So this is the thing. So it is easy. Then there is no question of when we try to think repetition of the mantra and same time trying to focus our mind on that, the deity. So then anavalokanam. So there is no scope to look here and there. And there is a point. And secondly, Lord Krishna is saying that Prashantatma Vigatapir Brahmachari Vratestitaha. So we need some qualifications to achieve the result, to get the result. Prashantatma. So that is, he said. It means we should be calm. And Brahmacharya. And next, Brahmacharya Vrata. Vigata. It means fearlessness. There should not be any fear. So these three qualities. So when there is a fear, it means when we are away from this God, when we think nobody is there with us, we are with so many problems, then there is a fear. But when we think that the God is with us, He is Antaryami and all pervading. Outside He is there and inside also He is there. He is with me. And everywhere He is this Atman, same Atman is there. When you think like that, there is no question of fear. So everywhere is Atman. So that fearlessness and Prashantatma, that we should be very calm and serene, calm and quietness. Of course, in order to the meditation, the purpose of meditation is to get the tranquility. But Lord Krishna is saying that we need minimum tranquility. It means the acquired or induced that Prashantatma. It means before, while doing meditation, we have to create that atmosphere, that peaceful atmosphere. It means an isolated place or serene place and a separate room, and keeping the what you call the deity picture in front if possible, and on the wall all the divine personalities, the inspiring personalities, and flowers, keeping flowers, incense sticks, so that a atmosphere we can create, and we should be calm and quiet, peaceful. Then we get the result. And Brahmacharya, it means charity in Brahma. It means always thinking about the ultimate goal in day-to-day life also, not only at the time of meditation, but day-to-day life also. That we have to think of our goal. Our mind always associate with the divine personality or our deity, the God, and divine things only. Always with one hand we have to do work, and another hand we have to hold the feet of the God. And mind, we have to keep this mind, we have to divide the mind to two parts. One part is on the work or day-to-day affairs, and same time the remaining part on the God. It means though with actions we are doing work, but our mind is associated with the supreme power. So this is called this way of thinking, always thinking about that ultimate goal. Wherever we are, whatever we do, but inside always that we have to think about that reality, ultimate goal, and thinking about the purpose of life, thinking about the higher way of life, the ultimate goal, always thinking about that. This is called, in real sense of brahmacharya. So vikatapi brahmacharya vratesthitah. This vrata we should make it as a vrata. Means, so vrata means when we do some vratas, in India, and particularly in Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, Satyanarayana vrata they say. So vrata means mostly people they do in the evening. So right from the morning to evening, they won't go anywhere. They won't take up any other activity except arranging, thinking, and creating atmosphere to do that vrata. It means he's in vrata means the whole mind and every thought and deed in is pertaining to, related to that vrata only. Morning to evening, he is completely associated with that thing only. So this is called vrata. So here we have to take it as like this. This is limited, that particular day of vrata. But here the whole life as a sadhaka, when we start our life as a sadhaka, right from that day, and we always think of that ultimate goal, that uh, uh, we have to think of that. It should come to our mind always. Then only everything is directed towards the goal. It means everything become yoga then. Otherwise, uh, just like Raghunathan verse is 2 feet forward and 6 feet backward, and there is no progress. So this is also needed. Lord Krishna is saying that manas samyamya chitto yukta asita mat paraha. And here saying that you have to keep the mind calm, of course. Same time, you have to keep the mind and in fixed on me. He's saying that. So fix the real yogi fix Roti. He keeps your mind in me. He says that you keep that mind in me. So that is the purpose of meditation, sitting in meditation. So we are not, there is no, we have to see either this side or that side or all directions, but where to, what to do, focusing the mind on Anahata Chakra, but same time on me, he said, Lord Krishna, and here the deity, whomsoever we like more, the faith, we have more faith in particular God. In case of, if you mirror, Lord Krishna. In case of Tyagaraja Swami, Lord Rama. Hanuman, Lord Rama. So like that it is. And if you think of Annamacharya, Lord Krishna, Lord Venkateshwara. So they always only think of Venkateshwara. Tyagaraja, Ramadas, Bhakta Ramadas, always thinking about Rama only, that's all. Mirabai, just only Krishna, that's all. And Bhakta Tukaram, only Vithala. Just Vithala. Everywhere he sees them, there only. Vithala, Vithala, Vithala. So this is needed. Focusing on the only one God. And sometimes one doubt may come. And sometimes we happen, our chosen deity, it may be Lord Shiva. Sometimes we go to Lord Rama temple or Vishnu temple. Then what is then a dilemma question, what to do? Then here nothing but the supreme power is one, and he is manifested in different forms. So wherever you go, just you see your deity there itself. It is Lord Shiva. You can see Lord Shiva in Rama, the temple. So you replace it. You see the same, and there you meditate. You contemplate on the same. So there is no question of conflict. So wherever you go, so same God, the sweet is same, the same sugar ingredient and some flour, but the names are different. The preparation methods are different, but inside same sweet sugar is there, sugar and that same flour they use, but they prepare different types of sweets. But the core is if you know the actual the persons, and he knows that it is nothing but same sugar and flour in all items, but names are different. In the same way, uh, the God, the Supreme Power, Supreme Brahman is one, and he comes in different forms to this world. So that should be there wherever you go to, even Ayappa, if you go to the temple there, just you see our home did Lord Shiva, you see there, or Lord Rama. Uh, you have to replace it. You have to think of that. So here, Samankai Shirogrivam Dharyam Achalam Stiraha Sampreksha Nasikakritam Sanavalopeam. Yes, sir. Sir, now.
Yes, sir.
Sir,
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Anything to add or reflection?
Nothing to add, only listening and getting more information. So nothing to add. So Sir says from Mooladhara, Swadhisthana, then Manipura, from Manipura to Anahat.
Yes.
Keep the attention till Anahat. No, sir.
Yes. So to awakening, we need some condition. This body shuddhi, deha shuddhi, and nadi shuddhi, and manas shuddhi are needed. It means pure mind. You have to keep the mind pure, buddhi pure, and the body pure. So when you keep this and Kundalini, awakening of Kundalini, it becomes easy. It means
naturally it comes up.
So these are the primary conditions needed. Apart from other conditions for awakening of Kundalini, these things are needed. So when how can we know that it is active? Sometimes we get some jerks, not only the type of meditation, but in normal condition, generally we sit, but suddenly a kind of jerks, automatically it comes, where it called instantly. And it tells that that Kundalini is active. And sometimes we get what you call, we never, the whole world disappears. It means just like in dreams, deep sleep stage. So no world, nothing. Those sense organs are there and mind, everything is there, but nothing. So no world. So that feeling sometimes comes to us when we sit in meditation or when we sit in isolated way. It means all alone, and sometimes feel that so world disappears just as if we are in deep sleep, and it tells that now that Kundalini start awakening. Now it is active. We have to feel. So some changes, many other changes comes, but we are not supposed to reveal all because it is experienceable. Otherwise, what happens? Of course, serial sadhakas, it is good, but in otherwise, what happens? We always think of that. So when should it come? When should it come? So we think of that result only. So it should come naturally. We least bother about that. But our process is more important than the product. So when the process is correct, naturally product comes.
Product naturally comes up.
So the seriousness, we have to think of that. And these are the marks. It means how can we know that it is active? It means these are the some conditions. So sometimes even our attitude also changes when you start meditation seriously, and the worldliness gradually decreases, and always a kind of thoughts comes that this is temporary, this life is temporary, and I am also temporary, this body is temporary. Always frequently it comes when you sit. Not only at the time of meditation, but when you sit all alone, aloof, just contemplating, simply sitting, then all these ideas comes naturally. It means without we are not supposed. It means unexpectedly that ideas, thoughts comes. It means not sitting and let me think about this. No, but spontaneously this things up. So this is temporary, and this is not permanent. This body and wealth, and whatever. So there is no value. It tells that there is no value to wealth that comes naturally. It means that feeling. So it tells that Kundalini is now in active condition. It means this Kundalini awakening means the spiritual energy. We are nearer to our real nature. Really, we are nearer to realizing our real nature. So when nearer to our real nature, that's Sachitananda. And we least bother about these physical things. So that comes, and some other of course, signs also there, but it should be experienceable. So when we do seriously, and naturally, it comes. There is no, because uh, the Shastras and the saints and seers with intuitive knowledge, they got to that experience, and it is 200% true. And we should have faith. That is what Shastrasya Guru Vakyasya. We should have the utmost faith in Shastras and Guru Vakya. What Shankaracharya says. This is must. So they are not supposed to bluff the people, no. So they are so compassionate enough, and they have nothing to do with our. If they say all these things bluffing and getting money, no, they are least concerned. They are not at all thinking about this money, wealth, you know. Yeah. So they are that much compassionate. So that is why we should have 100% faith. So what they said, they comes to our life, and there is no doubt we have to think like that. So if my path is correct, if I follow, and certainly one day or other day, maybe it takes some days or months or years, yes, but should have that faith. Even after years, maybe it takes 1 year or 2 years or 20 years. Let it be. But I am going to get that as they got, and they said, and if we follow what our master says, and naturally we get. So naturally in our life we get, it comes, and let us pray uh, the Holy Trio and our Master, so that let him let them make us to follow the right path. Yes.
And Yama Niyamas, that are also important. No?
That is also, that comes in future. Let us discuss about that. Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dharana,
Pratyahara.
Dhyana. Yama, Niyama, this is a external conditions.
In order to reach this.
They are must, otherwise it is not possible, no? Because this is the spiritual path. Other day I said, no, to get mileage, in order to get the mileage, maybe it is a two-wheeler or four-wheeler, and preconditions, and that petrol or that oil and gear oil, and same that cooling or some oil, maybe there, no, it is air conditioned, and coolant or something they say, and the pressure, air pressure in wheels, and they're all preconditions. So though the car is worth of crores, 1 crore, but there is no proper air, and other things, no proper handling of gears, and you won't get the result. So this is that is true physically in physical world, and this is spiritual. It is also true. And it is more important than that even. So we should have that faith. So
and how much does bhakti contribute here? Bhakti is the root, no, sir?
Yes, that is also. That is why here now, just I have said no, we clubbed now both the meditation, the nama and rupa. So here, this rupa dhyana is nothing but our Ishta Devata. Yes, the home deity or Ishta, what it may be. So now it is nothing but love. Out of love only we recollect and we think of him. We repeat repetition of his name. So we are repeating means out of bhakti only, no? That bhakti is nothing but intensive love of God. Intensive love of God. So when you have the love, and naturally we recollect. So, for example, the children, after marriage, particularly the daughter, she is far away, maybe in America, but frequently our mind thinks about, we think about that daughter, though she is not here, because love, that is because of love and affection. And one day or other day, or one way or other way, we can recollect. Yes or no? That is love, physical, of course, but spiritual, this is called. So, bhakti helps a lot in meditation. It means that is why Anahat Chakra, the purpose of Anahat Chakra, it is a center of bhakti. It means related to bhakti. So we have to focus our mind on Anahata, that is why. So Anahata is suitable focusing point for bhaktas. It means it is easy. Some people, even Agna also we can focus, but this is safest. So nice. We can get Kumbhaka easily, Sahaja Kumbhaka easily, and it is easy to that focus our mind on that instead of this nose, tip of the nose. But this is very nice, useful, and no effect. So calm and quietly we can continue our meditation. You keep our mind on that Anahata Chakra. So
Yes,
then
sir.
what more? So is it useful, sir?
Yeah. Really, by God's grace, we are
In
getting
real
this.
sense, no? In real sense, you can, even if you
Satsang, no, sorry. As many as like oxygen. Satsang is like breathing oxygen. Inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling. Satsang, if there as many as, if we listen to, that purifies the thought and deed. Your thought becomes deed.
of course,
So,
the matter and the points, whether it is useful or not,
sure.
30 to 40 minutes, is it not
100%.
killing the time?
Yeah, something always very good, sir. Oh my God, that is. Unfortunately, in our these places of worship, the satsang comes occasionally, but in satsang they mix up some other things,
Ah,
adulteration.
yes.
Uh, then it will become not satsang, some other sang it will become.
Yes.
That is the problem. Not all people. Some people are make adulteration of
Yes.
casteism, communalism, communal
Ah,
thoughts. When
yes.
communal thoughts enter into that, it gets polluted, stained.
Naturally, the antagonism and enmity, differences,
That is. Then
and
we have to say
preoccupied thought.
goodbye to them. Yeah.
Yes.
Spreading a religious hatred. My
Yes.
God,
There
that
is no peace.
Almighty have asked
Yes.
that we are
There is,
all going to the same destination through different paths. We cannot
yes.
say which path is good and which path is bad. We cannot say.
Yes. Everything is correct.
Every path in search of Him is good.
Yes. So provided that
Every path
seriousness
in yeah.
is needed.
Why the people don't realize? I
Okay.
am very sad to see these religious persons supposed to give a religious discourse should there are hundreds of such good swords to deliver to people without
Yes.
adding these communal tactics. Unfortunately, they add in it.
Yes.
The very purpose of it is spoiled. Then serenity, that the very purpose.
Yes.
It's that beauty is lost. That is what they spread communal hatred among people. In Islam, we can see many such people. Many. In Hinduism also, they are learned people in Gita, learned people in Upanishad. They know many things 100 times more than me. But when I listen to, I think they are worse than me. They are worse than me, I think.
Yes. But here
This
Swami
is
Vivekananda says that this Raja Yoga, here it is free from caste, color, creed, and religion. It means the unifying force is Raja Yoga. He says that here in this, just we are thinking about the mind, sense organs, and its controlling and manifesting our divinity, what is within. So every human being, if you think of, he may be of America or Russia or India or different states. Human being means he has mind, sense organs, and the sense organs and mind are very tricky, very dangerous, and most of the problem is because of this. So you are a human being means you have mind, the sense organs, and meditation means controlling that. So you have mind. Yes, man means you have mind. Body means you have mind. So you control your mind. So it is individualized now. So controlling his own mind and sense organs. And then what happens? You can manifest your divinity. Yes, irrespective of your caste, color, creed. So here, a pure, what you call spirituality here. Of course, in case of Bhakti Yoga, and sometimes it may come. So your Rama is great, my Krishna is great. They say that all Shiva is great. Such. But in case of meditation, yes, you have this innate ability, inner strength. Each soul is potentially divine. The divinity is there within. That antaryami, the divine spark is there, and manifest that. Here, pure science now. So there is no question of your caste, color, creed, religion also. Here, human being, that's all. And mind and sense organs. And common to all mind and sense organs. And it is key. And we are seeing that how mishandling of this mind causes so many problems. Even learned people also, that bribery or corruption and all sorts of filthy things, just not handling this mind. So Swami Vivekananda says that it is unifying force, this Raja Yoga. There is a king of all yogas, meditation, this Raja Yoga, and it highly universally acceptable now. That's all. No, we are not just telling about this mind and sense organs and how it works and how it what you call disturb us and how to handle. That's all. So uh, this is of course highly unifying what you call yoga. We can say of yoga actually Yunjate yoga, mean joining of this individual to the ultimate Brahman. And another yoga, this is in another sense, yoga means it unifies is all people, the whole world, yes, come under same shelter in the name of this Raja Yoga. Yes, no question of differences here. So then, any more, sir?
No, sir. Thank you so much, sir. So good. So graced and blessed.
Oh, yes. Let us. So let us close that. Loka samasta sukino bhavantu. Sarve jana sukino bhavantu. Sri Ramakrishna Paramastu. Yes. Next week, let us meet.
You're right.
Thanks.